Self-restraint is one of the 7 virtues from the deadly sins it contrasts with gluttony. In the United States of America, very few people demonstrate the qualities of temperance because the people of the United States live in excess. I found my information in an article titled The Virtuous Circle by Rosemary Berger, and another short article titled Virtues in the 90s and Beyond by Edward Mallory. Temperance is moderation and self-restraint in behavior. Moderation is being within reasonable limits of one's actions, material possessions, and avoiding extremes. Rosemary Berger states in The Virtuous Circle, moderation means living a balanced life that allows one to grow in holiness and love. A person that lives moderately only lives within necessities of life such as food, water, and shelter. For people in the United States of America to live moderately, they would have to live without video games, iPods, laptops, televisions, cell phones, and even automobile, because people don't need those material possessions to live their life. A prime example of a group of people that live moderately are nuns, because they live with the bare essentials, believing it brings them closer to God. In Rosemary Berger's definition of moderation, the nuns are living a balanced life that allows them to grow in holiness and love. A person that lives in moderation behavior has a mild and calm temperament, and they have an absence of violence in their life. Another example of a group of people that live in moderation is a monk, because they spend most of their time in prayer, and before becoming a monk they have to give everything away, everything except what they call a begging bowl. Temperance is also defined as having self-restraint in behavior. Self-restraint is control imposed by oneself on one's own feelings, desires, or actions. In Virtues in the 90s and Beyond, Edward Mallory stated that temperance calls for some degree of restraint and personal self-control relative to the pleasure-inducing drives that are part of our makeup. Self-restraint is abstaining from personal urges when encountering the many situations a person goes through during their lifetime. A person may demonstrate self-restraint by restraining from urges that are known to be detrimental to their personal well-being, such as a person on a low-calorie diet resisting to eat a double chocolate chip king-size candy bar. If a person knowingly commits an act that goes against some morals or self-betterment, then they are not demonstrating self-restraint, such as a person knowingly cheating on an exam because it's the easier way to complete the exam. A person's self-restraint is compelled by their own feelings, desires, or actions. Many people display self-restraint throughout their life, especially when they are dealing with people that they believe are rude and/or incompetent. They restrain from turning around and getting into a fight or saying something that would lead to a fight. Self-restraint and moderation are the 2 components of temperance. Temperance is moderation and self-restraint in behavior. Overindulging and overwork are signs of living outside the limits of moderation and self-restraint.